Welcome back from vacation and welcome back to NBA basketball. Free agency is right in the heat of it. And really, there was only about 2 days of stuff going on. There was the first day, and kind of before the first day, Dejounte Murray, Kevin Durant says he wants to trade. All the players go to wherever they're supposed to be going. And then the second day, we had the Rudy Gobert trade. And in fact, the Boston Celtics themselves made a trade. And right now, we're just kind of waiting to see where the giant domino falls. Where is Kevin Durant going to go? But as for teams that did make a move, and for a team that lost the NBA championship, came up just a little bit short, the Boston Celtics did in fact go out and make a trade. They traded for Malky Brogdon. And to be honest with you, they didn't really give up a lot of draft capital as well. Now, if we talk about the person that they received in Malky Brogdon, he's a really interesting player. He's a combo guard, about 6'5", I think. How tall is he? 6'5", 230. And one of the great quotes that I heard about Malky Brogdon is he came into the NBA as about a B- player. And he's still a B- player. It feels like he hasn't developed, hasn't progressed at all. He's the exact same guy he was coming into the league. Decent shooter, decent facilitator, decent overall combo point guard. Can play point if you need him to in a pinch, but for the most part, he's more almost better as an off-ball guard. And you look at his career stats, he's averaged about 4.8 assists, about 2 turnovers every single season. It gets a little bit better as he's progressed. He's 29, going to be 30 years in this upcoming season, right in that peak, the prime of the NBA player. So his assist rate was up to 6 last year, pretty good for Indiana. 5.9 for the last 2 seasons, and then down from 7.1. Basically his best year, first year in Indiana. Turnovers, 2.4, 2.1, 2.1. And the Indiana Pacers just didn't really need him. They needed to let Tyrese Haliburton, who's essentially the exact same player, grow and develop on his own, hopefully turn him more into a point guard facilitator than Malky Brogdon. And Malky Brogdon just didn't fit the timeline in Indiana. Great pickup for the Celtics, who in theory needed the point guard to replace Marcus Smart. You can make the argument, because Marcus Smart was really bad in the finals, that if they had a true facilitating natural point guard, they could have won the NBA championship. If they set up players to be successful, didn't have Jason Tatum play iso ball 99% of the time, didn't have Jaylen Brown just jack up 3-point shots and make them more often than not, the Celtics, if they went back to their traditional moving the ball type of game, could have beat the Warriors, because I don't think the Warriors are this superpowered, this overpowered team. I think they were easily beatable. The Celtics came up tremendously short. As for what they gave up, it's not too bad. They gave up Daniel Tice, who seems to always come back to Boston and then get traded away, and then come back to Boston and then get traded away. I feel so bad for him. He's like that side chick who nobody wants, but she keeps coming back to her man, and then he keeps leaving her for another girl. But, he'll probably end up back in Boston by the midseason. Aaron Nesmith had a horrible first season. Kind of showed a few signs that maybe he'll be able to eke out a role as a 3-point shooter. Not great at defense, not going to do much more than catch and shoot the 3-point ball, but maybe there's an Evan Fournier, a Reggie Bullock type of role for him. Nick Stauskas, Malik Fitz, and John Morgan each didn't really offer too much to the team, and they gave up next year's first-round pick. So it's a little bit of a haul for Malky Brogdon, who in my grade is kind of a B- type of player. B- combo guard, can play point, and he's going to slide right in, take over Marcus Smart's role. And the thing about the Celtics is they kind of did a point guard by committee offense. They had a lot of ball movement going on with the team. Marcus Smart obviously would bring the ball up the court, but as we all know, he struggled with running the facilitator role. So I think Malky Brogdon can split that. And now if you look at the roster, they have essentially 4 ball handlers, not a single primary ball handler, but 4 secondary ball handlers. So Malky Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum all at the same time can do whatever they need to start the offense. And Ime Udoka has them zipping the ball around. When you see Boston basketball at its finest, it's almost like the Warriors. Nobody really touches the ball. Nobody keeps the ball too long except Jason Tatum. So I'm going to give the Celtics a B. I would have loved to see them figure out a way to get a better point guard, but Malky Brogdon is certainly an above average quality player. And in return, the Pacers, I'm not going to lie, they didn't really get as much as you'd expect. They got basically 1 first-round pick and a whole bunch of players that aren't really going to be much on the team. It almost feels like one of those 2K trades where you go, all right, I'll give you a first for Malky Brogdon. And they say no. And they go, okay, I'll give you Daniel Tice. And they say no. And they go, oh, I'll give you Aaron Nesmith. And they say no. And they just kept adding players over and over until they actually accepted the trades. For the most part, this move was just to say, get out of the way, Malky Brogdon. We appreciate what you've done for our franchise. We just don't need you on the team anymore. We're going all upside. We have high-ranking players, Benedict Mathurin, Tyrese Haliburton, Isaiah Jackson. Hopefully they're going to be taking over the team. Thank you for your services, but please go. When you look at it that way, it's probably a C+ trade for the Pacers, about a B trade for the Celtics. All in all, decent moves, not, you know, horrible, awful moves, not amazing, trend-setting, oh my god, this is going to take over the world moves that they've made. As for the rest of the roster, now I did move Marcus Smart to the shooting guard position because that's just his natural position. He's a great defensive perimeter player. He's bizarre to watch. I call him a lot like Andre Drummond, where he'll make 3 incredible plays and then he'll make 3 fucking ridiculous boneheaded plays. And they always come at the worst time. It's always going to happen. Every time Marcus Smart has a good play, something else is going to go bad on the other side of the court. He's going to completely ignore his assignment. He's going to throw the ball away in embarrassing fashion. He's going to have Drew Holiday strip him when there's seconds running off the clock in the fourth quarter. Just something is going to happen. Marcus Smart is tremendously unreliable to be clutch. Don't put too much on his shoulders and he'll be a great player for you. He's a great defender, as we all know, defensive player of the year. I personally had Mikal Bridges, and I think it's because the NBA community kind of felt bad that they didn't give enough All-NBA and NBA award talents to the Celtics. So I think they gave Marcus Smart the depoy just because they felt bad. But regardless, Marcus Smart is well known as a great defender, the ultimate flop machine. That's all I can really say about Marcus Smart. There's not too much more about him. Everybody's gone on and on and on. Just don't put too much responsibilities. Let him be good at what he's good at, and you won't have any problems with Marcus Smart. The problem with the Celtics is they needed him in the finals to be a great point guard, and he's just not that. Derek White, a great midseason acquisition for the team. Kind of was this similar to Marcus Smart, not a true point guard, kind of ran a combo guard facilitating for the team when Marcus went off the floor. He could not shoot to save his life. Holy crap, was his three-point percentage embarrassing. It was like in the 20s, worse than Russell Westbrook. He could not hit water in a boat. He could not hit the red side of a barn. He was awful. And then he kind of picked it up a little bit in the second half of the playoffs. He is okay. He's going to give him good defense, going to give him good facilitating, as a decent passer. He's from the Spurs, so he does everything very fundamentally sound. Not going to put you over the top, but a really nice acquisition to come up off the bench, be a 6th, 7th man for the team. Malky Brogdon, we already touched on. I moved him down to be the primary point guard. Peyton Pritchard, a really good backup shooting point guard. He's not a facilitator as well, but he can certainly score. When he's open from 3, a lot of times it goes in, but he's undersized, going to be defensive liability wherever he is. And JD Davison. If you've seen any of my draft coverage, you'll know that I'm all in on the JD Davison train. I think he has the capacity to be a top 15 point guard in the NBA. His three-pointer is awful. He has no mid-range, floater game, driving game whatsoever. He really is going to need to work on that, but he was a freshman out of Alabama. Alabama, y'all. He was a freshman out of Alabama, had the fundamentals and the tools to be a great facilitator, just needs to work on the rest of his game, bulk up a little bit. He's super undersized, super skinny, but he's only 6'3" compared to Peyton Pritchard 6'1". JD Davison has a little bit of size. He's not going to be a Sharif Cooper, not going to be a Kennedy Chandler. So just a key guy to look out for. Pick number 53, I want to say. It's not going to say then the creator roster. For the Celtics, just keep him on watch, keep him on note. Maybe there's something there in the future. As for the small forward position, Jaylen Brown, a stud. A lot of NBA heads see him and they see his athleticism and his shot making ability, and you go, oh, is Jaylen Brown better than Jason Tatum? The short answer is no, but he does have certain games where he looks better than Jason Tatum. He almost outperformed Jason Tatum in the first half of the NBA Finals when it was still a competitive series. For whatever reason, Jaylen Brown has lower highs but higher floors than Jason Tatum. Jason will have a 3 for 17 game and a 2 for 15 game with like 8 turnovers, while Jaylen Brown is going to give you a steady about 20 points a night, be good shooting from 3, make good ISO shots, play within the system, and play good defense. Jaylen Brown is like the ultimate wing player that everybody compares whenever they say, oh, this guy's coming to the league, but he can't shoot very well. Jaylen Brown's one of those guys that developed his shot. Very impressed with him, but at the end of the day, he's not better than Jason Tatum. I'm sorry, NBA fans. Sam Hauser, I really thought he was going to be a good shot maker for the team. Just hasn't really shown that yet. Hasn't shown the ability to play on both sides of the ball. Hopefully in a couple years, maybe he's going to be able to stick on the floor a little longer, give you some Duncan Robinson type of role. I really liked him out of Virginia. He just didn't perform. Matt Ryan, former quarterback for the Atlanta Hawks, now quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. Not going to be a great player in the Boston Celtics system, but he can certainly fling the rock. Jason Tatum, man, was this a disappointing year for him, because we were watching it and we were all saying, all right, Jason Tatum has arrived. All NBA first team, one of the top 10 players in the NBA this season, led the Boston Celtics, however you want to define it, to the NBA Finals. If you can oust the Warriors, if you can beat Steph Curry and show that you are a dominant player in the NBA, with all the people falling back, Nikola Jokic doesn't play defense, Joel Embiid chokes all the time, Giannis can't shoot, LeBron James is old, Kevin Durant got bitched by you, everybody, me included, was saying Jason Tatum has a capacity this year to be the best player in the NBA. And man, he just came up short. He always has this weird issue where his motor runs really low. He'll drop 30, 40, 50 on you, but it looks like he just doesn't give a fuck. His entire basketball game is shrug his shoulders, take really tough ISO shots. I've been waiting over and over and over, year and year and year, for Jason Tatum to take that next step to become a super duper star. You know, the guys who lead the league, the LeBrons, the Giannis's, and Jason Tatum still is about one step below that. And man, I thought this was going to be the year. He made it to the finals and he just underperformed. There's no other way to say it. I'm disappointed in Jason Tatum. That doesn't mean he's not a great player. I was expecting best player in the NBA, and instead he's, you know, top 10 player in the NBA. Grant Williams had some good games, had some bad games, affectionately known as Batman by his teammates. He's interesting to grade. He's a 3-and-D kind of guy, undersized but 230 pounds. Banged with Giannis, made it a really tough series against the Bucks, but overall he'll have underperforming games. He's just a classic 3-and-D kind of player. Will score 3 points one game, will score 24 points the next game. His entire existence is dependent on somebody passing him the ball and him knocking down the corner three. Danilo Gallinari came over and signed after being traded away to the Spurs and then waived. Gonna be a nice pickup for the Celtics. A good shot maker from three. He's big, he's old, he's probably not going to offer you much more than about 10-15 minutes a night, but he's a really good shot maker, and he's a fun player to watch. He's this goofy, really tall, really chubby white guy who makes tough shots. There's no other way to define it, but Danilo Gallinari going to be a nice pickup for them. As for the center position, they still have old Uncle Al. Every time I try to count this guy out, he plays really well. He's an undersized power forward who's super old, and yet somehow he'll drop 30 on you. Somehow he'll go head to head against Giannis on you for a game. Now he's not good enough. He doesn't have the youth to do that every single night anymore, but he's still going to give you valuable minutes off the bench, probably 10, 15 really solid stretch 5, stretch 4 minutes. Boogie Cousins came over as well, pretty much similar to what Al Horford brings, just in a little bit different of a style. My only issue with Boogie is that the refs absolutely hate him. Anytime anything happens on the court, it's either going to be a foul or a technical foul on Boogie Cousins. It just hurts to watch how much the NBA referees hate him, but it is what it is. You just got to deal with that. That's part of his game now. Struggled with injuries for a large portion of his career that really sapped all the talent and potential that he had. Being a former, was it #1 overall pick? #5 with the Kings. And at this point, he's just a mediocre role-playing backup center. Luke Cornett, just a big, tall, white guy. Give him some good minutes when they need depth in the regular season, but that's about it. And Robert Williams, probably the most impressive Celtic. He's certainly, if not then the second hardest playing Celtic, tied with Marcus Smart, except Robert Williams doesn't flop. He's an elite shot blocker, despite only being not even 6'9" listed here. He's a legit 6'7", 6'8" type of player, but he has impeccable block timing, and he's the defensive anchor for the Celtics team that led the league in defense. I think they were top 2 in that second half of the season where they were just blowing teams out. They went on a 20-game win streak or whatever. Robert Williams was the key, the linchpin to their defense. For whatever reason, he's a really good, really underappreciated center. And you know what? I'm going to boost his overall just a little bit more because I think 83 is underselling how good this kid is and how important he is and how much it hurt when he went out with injury for the first half of the playoffs. But that is the team, of course, led by head coach Ime Udoka. Really impressive season for a rookie coach. Really proud of what he did, everything that he brought to the team. He actually had Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown playing defense and passing the ball. And if you can't talk about how much credit a first-year head coach deserves, look no further than that. So this is going to be the team for the first season with Malky Brogdon leading the way at the point guard position. Marcus Smart at the 2, Jaylen Brown at the 3, Jason Tatum at the 4, and Robert Williams at the 5. I know this probably isn't what they're going to do. For whatever reason, the Celtics love to rock the double big lineup, but I'm not going to do that. Al Horford going to be your 6th man off the bench. Grant Williams, Derek White, and Danilo Gallinari. And then I'm giving some extra minutes just to the young guys. Peyton Pritchard, Boogie Cousins, and JD Davidson all certainly could use the minutes. You know what? Fuck Boogie Cousins. We're going to take his minutes away and give them to JD Davidson. As for the preseason power rankings, the Celtics are 4th for NBA.com, and Eric Boner has a 6th as well. Let's see how this team does. And here at the All-Star break is Team Jokic and Team Giannis. On Team Jokic is Steph Curry, Paul George, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal. On the other side, LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, and Trae Young. For the reserves is Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Devin Booker, John Morant made his first, DeMar DeRozan, Draymond Green, and Bam Adebayo. On the other side, James Harden, Jimmy Buckets, Karl Towns, Donovan Mitchell, Domantas Sabonis, Jason Tatum, our boy, and Zach LaVine. Team is doing, it's okay. It's not great. I'm not going to make any trades though. We're 40-14, 5 games back on the Bucks. It's the first year. We just have this roster with Malky Brogdon. I want to see how good this team is before I start to step in, make the changes that I deem necessary for this team to go over the top and win the championship. That being said, we're not terrible. Jason Tatum putting up only 21. Really? Okay, it's because Malky Brogdon doesn't facilitate any more than Marcus Smart does. That's really the problem. But that's a little disappointing. Jaylen Brown, 18 points a game. What is his career average? 14, 13, and then he really stepped up 20, 24, and now he's back down again. Kind of a weird season. I think Malky Brogdon might need to be traded. But let's look at the league leaders. Scoring champion is currently Luka because, of course, our rebounds is Nikola Jokic, and assist is Trae Young. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Bam Adebayo. Figure percentages is Ivica Zubats. 3-point champion is Seth Curry, not to be confused with Steph Curry. And free throw champion is Jordan Clarkson. No Celtics anywhere to be found. Like I said, first year, we're not going to make any moves. Team's doing okay. We're going to make the second seed in the playoffs. That's good enough. We just haven't, won a championship yet. Giannis wins another MVP. Rookie of the year is Chet Holmgren, 17-7. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th man of the year out there in Dallas. Giannis, defensive player of the year. Tyrese Maxey, most improved. Okay, even though it's a 3-year. Yeah, this is because 2K is not updated yet. Mike Budenholzer of the Bucks is coach of the year, and Alex Panel looks funny. All NBA first team, no Celtics, and no Celtics. We were the only the second team. It's whatever. Marcus Smart made the all defensive second team. Wow, thank you so much for that. And here we are, number 2 seed taking on the number 7 seeded Chicago Bulls. How do we do though? Power rankings wise, it says we are 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. I mean, it is what it is. Celtics, Bucks, Warriors, all very good teams. Don't get me wrong. Was the scoring still horrible? It was. Really gross. I don't know what to do with this. I think what we're going to have to do is package Marcus Smart and Malky Brogdon into a better point guard. But that is for the offseason. We'll talk about that later. 3-point percentages. Jason Tatum, 41. Jaylen Brown, 39. Malky Brogdon, 43. Really good year for him. Big Al, 35. Marcus Smart, horrible, 32. Danilo Gallinari, 38. Derek White. Grant Williams. Yeah, not a bad season overall. League leader went to Luka Doncic for scoring. No Celtics. Rebounds is Nikola Jokic. No Celtics. Assist is Trae Young. No Celtics. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Bam Adebayo. Figure percentages is Clint Capella. Robert Williams at 7. 3-point champion is Seth Curry, not to be confused with Steph Curry. And free throw champion is Jordan Clarkson. No Celtics to be seen. Team stats wise, we were 6th for scoring. Defensively, we were the 3rd best team in the NBA, giving us a 9.8 point differential. 3rd best in the NBA. Field goal percentages, 5th. 3-point percentages, tied for 5th. And free throw percentages, 7th. So overall, a very balanced, very decent team, but we need Jason Tatum to take over, turn into that superstar that we know he can be. The rest of the team is pretty solidly built around him if you just look at the overalls. Taking on the Bulls, Lonzo, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan up to a 91. I've made some changes to the rosters just to make the ratings feel a little more realistic to what I believe each player is. Like DeMar DeRozan, I've got him up to a 90. I think he had almost an MVP year last season. He just came up a little bit short. And we've lost 3 games in a row, up 3-3 now. Game 7 in Boston to get out of the first round. Can we do it? Are the Celtics good enough to win in the first round? Who knows? Into the 4th quarter, really close game. 107-100, 6 minutes left. We might hop in. We'll see. The team has presently constructed, and we are absolutely blowing them out now. 131-08. Jaylen Brown popped off. Jason Tatum was good. Malky Brogdon is doing a lot of scoring. He's kind of, monster for the team. And you know what? Let's drop the minutes a little bit. I bet you that was what the problem was. Our guys weren't getting like 90 minutes a game. So we'll drop it back down to a 9-man rotation and let everybody walk. I traded Boogie Cousins for Ty Washington just so I could get a future first-round pick for him. Taking on the Hawks, who have Dejounte Murray at the shooting guard position. I know, sounds weird to me too. Andrew Hunter, John Collins, really good team. Really interesting backcourt pairing, and we'll see what we're able to do with our wing pairing. Wings versus point guards. Who's better? Who's more important in the NBA? 2-2, down 3-2 yet again. 3-3, another game 7, because if this isn't 2K simulation, I don't know what is. Having a first quarter lead, going into the second with a huge lead, going into the third, going into the fourth. We are absolutely crushing them, killing them. Say goodnight to the Hawks, 132-112. Jason Tatum popped off. Malky Brogdy. Trae Young played well, but wow, Dejounte Murray 9, 8, and 5 in a closeout game. Not what you want to see. Taking on the 76ers, James Harden is still fat. Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris. PJ Tucker came over for way too much money at like 40 years old. How is he? 38, man. Joel Embiid. Yeah, the Sixers are a good team. Don't get me wrong. I think, though, that we might have the capacity to go back to the NBA championship. And if we do, and we win, there's no way that I'm going to be able to trade away Malky Brogdy. But here we are, the rematch, taking on the Warriors. Did they make any changes? Steph Curry, no. Jordan Poole is starting now over Klay Thompson. I did nerf Klay a little bit. I think it wasn't very impressive. I think Jordan Poole is a better player right now, today, as Klay is still recovering from his injuries. Andrew Wiggins. I bumped up Draymond to an 88. 2K dropped him back down to an 86. It is what it is. Kevon Looney. Dante DiVincenzo was a sneaky good pickup. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, James Wiseman. They're super young players as well. Let's see what happens in the rematch. In the duo. What is it called? The sequel. Yeah, that's the word. 2-2. Down 3-2. We're going to lose in 6, huh? 3-3. How many game 7s have we played? We had 3 game 7s and 1 sweep. Okay. Well, this determines if we have the capacity to seek revenge or if the Warriors are so much better than us that they're going to stomp on our throats. We are winning going into the fourth quarter. Really close back and forth game here in game 7, 98-96, 8 minutes left. I'm going to hop in if we have to. 4-point game, 2-point game, back and forth yet again. Steph Curry wants to close us out, shut us down. 1-point lead, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What was this lineup they were playing? So Jaylen Brown was playing the point guard. Grant Williams was playing the 2. Jason Tatum, and then Al Horford, Robert Williams. What a weird lineup. Nah, we're not doing that. We're going to have Malky Brogdy come in, and we're going to see how can Jason Tatum play against Draymond Green. That's going to be a heck of a matchup. Can I just go around him and go right up and grab the foul against Kevon Looney? I certainly can. Look at Jason Tatum go by himself. Hey, up. 100% free throw rating because I'm OG. Run that deny offense on Steph Curry. Ooh, Malky Brogdy can certainly try to bully Steph as well. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. He can't get nothing off. Malky Brogdy, elite defender. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm only playing Steph. Okay. I guess Draymond Green is a motherfucking monster. Just greening threes in my goddamn face. Sure. But here we go. Malky Brogdy on Steph Curry. Certainly a mismatch. Too easy. Right in the post. Steph Curry can't stop me. Put your hand to the floor and say he's too little. This isn't the old 2K. You can't run whoever offense on Stephanie. He's too much of a beast. But here we are, game 7. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm there. Block that shit. Contested. There we go. Now let's get the ball to... Tell you what, let's run a Jason Tatum screen and roll. Try to get the switch. Kick the ball to Jason Tatum. And that's just too easy. What are you doing? Don't run away from the basket, JT. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's okay. We're up 119-115. Just don't let Steph Curry do anything. I'll live with it if Draymond Green is green beating threes. I'm there. Look at that mean step back, though. That mean step back. They got a foul. Oh, they're playing full court defense. Oh, and Jason Tatum's wide open. Go for the throwdown and 1. Yo, that's game. We just won. We just got revenge. Malky Brogdy was the secret sauce as we win game 7, 123-118. Really balanced effort from pretty much everybody. That's Spurs basketball. That's Celtics basketball right there. Well, there you go. NBA Finals MVP goes to Jaylen Brown over Jason Tatum. Wow. Well, okay, the rebuild's done. Thanks. Goodbye. Good night, everybody. Player retirements. LeBron said, fuck this. Andre Iguodala, Lou Will, Rajon Rondo. Okay. Staff retirements. Tiago Splitter. Hall of Fame inductees. Is Braun going to get his jersey retired like 7 times as well? League meetings. Any of these fun? Not really. Get on my face. Go die. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Now let's see, where did our pick go? We were the number 3 ranked team, so it's probably pick 27. It's gonna go to the Pacers. No, pick 30. I think we have to give our pick to the Pacers. Hold on. Just gonna send it to them for a 2026 second round pick. And by the way, Pacers, ironically enough, have the number 1 overall pick. Going to the NBA draft combine, the fastest man of the class is Carson Wallace and Sky Clark. Most agile is Nimari Burnett, Marcus Sasser, and Carson Wallace. Highest vertical is Nimari Burnett, Jaden Bradley, Joris Walker, Jordan Walsh, Devin Cambridge, MJ Rice, Khalil Ware, and best highest bench press, Yohan Tori, Khalil Ware, and best shot 3-pointer, Baylor Sherman, Elijah Fisher. This is the right draft class, right? It's the Victor and Scoot. Why have I never heard any of those names? Anyway, we don't have a first round pick. We don't have anything. There's nothing worth trading. Just watch it. Number 1 overall to the aforementioned Pacers. Probably gonna go Victor here. Cameron Whitmore. Okay. Number 2 to the Rockets. I guess they could go Victor here or Scoot. They go Dariq Whitehead. So number 3 to the Thunder. Who would they take? I don't know. Victor? Okay, if the Spurs don't take Scoot, I might take him here. They do take Scoot. All right. And then number 5 to the Grizzlies goes Khalil Ware. Well, let's see who we have at the back half of the second round with the number 60 overall pick or number 59. Is there anybody even kind of good? Does anybody have a single badge? There you go. We'll take Kyrie Sunter. Whatever. Is he any good, you think? I bet you he's trash. 69 overall. Nice. Team player options, nobody. Qualifying offers. Grant Williams is going to get a decent contract for his offerings. Now, what do we want to do with the team? We need a little bit of help. I'm thinking I move Peyton Pritchard and Marcus Smart and get an even better shooting guard because Malky Brogdon has to stay. Or we keep the roster as presently constructed and get a little bit better depth. Like a really good wing player instead of Danilo Gallinari. Maybe that would be the option. And there you go. I didn't even mean to have that go through, but we have Brandon Ingram as a backup. Traded Danilo Gallinari, Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford, Sam Hauser, Luke Cornett, and Ty Washington, who we traded Boogie Cousins for. And this is now going to be the team. So I believe in JD Davidson. I have his potential boosted a little bit, I know, but I think he's going to be a really good backup point guard. Tyrese Hunter, whatever, he's still here. Marcus Smart and Derek White, perfect, kind of similar players. Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, and we need a backup center. So I'm thinking we take Grant Williams and possibly flip him for whatever, right? Do kind of a sign and trade. So boom, boom. Day 3, I'll give you, man, we drop your money down to like 10-6, 10-7, maybe even a little less. I just don't want to spend too much money. So 10-3 for Grant Williams. And then trade him away for a backup center who's going to back up Robert Williams. What could we get for about $10 million? Could I get Bobby Portis? That could be fun. I'll send him Tyrese Hunter and a couple first-round picks. I can certainly get that to go through, and we do. So this is going to be the team. Malky Brogdon, JD Davison, Marcus Smart, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, our free agent pickup, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, Bobby Portis. That's a fun team right there, I got to say. And we already won a championship, so I'm not blowing up the team. Nikola Jokic goes to the Rockets. John Morant back to the Grizz. Kyrie Irving back to the Nets. James Harden back to the Sixers. Darius Garland already re-signed, so this is old. Andrew Wiggins went to the Lakers. Wow, 4-year, 115. And Draymond Green back to the Warriors. What is this Rocket squad looking like? I am curious. So they have, whoever this guy was, they took number 14 overall to Curvy. Dyson Nix, really bad point guard. Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, I like that. Dariq Whitehead, they took number 2 overall. Garrison Matthews, Kenny Martin Jr., Tari Eason, whatever. Jabari Smith, Jayshawn Tate, Usman Gruba, and Nikola Jokic, Alperen Şengün. That's a team right there. That certainly is a team of players who do things. Brandon Ingram is regressing. Bro, he's 25. What? Okay. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, our new big 3, even though Brandon Ingram's coming off the bench. I don't know. I just wanted to make the trade. Everybody's doing really good. really impressed. Let's skip on down to untapped potentials. I think we're gonna rock free throws because I hate missing free throws. Yadoop. And then we're just gonna do Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. They're the figureheads. They are the keys to this franchise. Everybody else can be mediocre. It is what it is. So this is gonna be the 9-man rotation. Malky Brogdy, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams. No change to the starting 5, but now 6-man is Brandon Ingram, Bobby Portis, Derek White, and J.D. Davidson. A really interesting, really fun team. How are we looking at preseason power rankings? We are first for NBA.com, first for Eric Boner as well. And here at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Trae Young. On Team Luka is Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, Karl Towns, and Paul George. On the other side, Giannis, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, and LaMelo Ball. For the other side, for the reserves, is Jimmy Buckets, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, John Morant, Darius Garland made his first, DeMar DeRozan, and Jaren Jackson Jr. way down there. On the other side, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, Donovan Mitchell, Scotty Barnes made his first, Zion Williamson, and DeAndre Ayton. And you won't believe it, but I nerfed the hell out of Zion, and he's still a monster in 2K. It is what it is. We're the best team in the NBA. No changes to make at the midseason. Trae Young wins MVP, giving you 32 and 11. Scoot Henderson, Rookie of the Year for the Spurs. Christian Wood, 6th Man of the Year for the Spurs. Defensive Player of the Year is Giannis. Kobe White, Most Improved. Really? Yeah, that doesn't count if you have a really good year, then a really shit year, then a really good year again. That just means you bounced back. Okay, Coach Ime Udoka is Coach of the Year, and Nicholas Graham is looking off center. All-NBA first team, no Celtics. Second team, Jason Tatum made it up to a 97 overall. Third team, no Celtics defense. Marcus Smart made it. Second team, nobody. No, Robert Williams did. Good for him. And we have no rookies, so that is fine. Like I said, we're the #1 team in the NBA, 61 and 21. 4 games up on the Hawks with MVP Trae Young. Power rankings wise, best team in the NBA. We are just really good, dominating, mowing over every single team. Scoring champion went to Luka, 0.1 points ahead of Trae. Jason Tatum at 3. That's what you want to see. Rebounds is DeAndre Ayton, Robert Williams at 7. Assist is Trae Young. No Celtics. And we'll look at the stats later. Steals is Deontay Murray. Blocks is Andrew Wiggins. Blocks is Andrew Wiggins. What? What? How did... Okay, so... It goes Evan Mobley, 7 feet tall. Giannis, 6'11". Joel Embiid, 7'1". Jaren Jackson, 6'11". Clay Capella, 6'10". Anthony Davis, 6'11". Daniel Gafford, 6'10". DeAndre Ayton, 6'11". Jarrett Allen, 6'11". Nick Claxton, 6'11". Mark Williams, 7'1". Yusuf Nurkic, 6'11". Miles Turner, 6'11". Bam Adebayo, 6'9". Chet Holmgren, 7. Robert Williams, 6'9". Onyeka Okongwu, still a center, 6'8". Mitchell Robinson, 7. Nikola Jokic, 7. Isaiah Stewart, 6'8". Jakob Poeltl. Aaron Gordon at 24 is the next highest blocker that's a wing player. And then Andrew Wiggins just inexplicably had 2 blocks a game. Okay, game. And field goal percentages is Daniel Gafford. 3-point champion is Jaden McDaniels, not to be confused with Jalen McDaniels. And free throw champion is Jordan Clarkson. No Celtics anywhere in sight. How do we do? Obviously, the scoring is up. Holy crap, 29 points a game for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown up to 20. Brandon Ingram, really good for us off the bench, 17. Malky Brogdy, again, 15 and 6. If I'm the Celtics, I'll take that. He's a really conservative, really balanced player. Robert Williams gave you 9, 10.5, and 2 blocks a game. Marcus Smart, 9 and 5. I'm good with that. I can live with what this team is producing. 3-point percentages, Jason Tatum, 44. Jaylen Brown, 39. Malky Brogdy down to 34. Wow. Wow. Hold on. What are his stats? He went from 43 to 34. That's really bad. Okay, Bobby Portis only 42. He had what is it? 47% 2 years ago. What the fuck? Kind of weird. JD Davison down to 20. I don't know why our 3-point percentages are down, but you know what? We're a better team overall, taking on who? The Brooklyn Nets. Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. If they stay together. Too bad they're the 8 seed. Too bad 2K simulation, for whatever reason, hates the Brooklyn Nets. Now they are up 2-1 on us as I'm talking shit. 2-2, up 3-2, and 3-3. God, game 7 in Boston. Have you heard that before? I certainly have. Winning in the first quarter, going into the second with a small lead back and forth. Now they have a lead in the third quarter. They're blowing us out, and we are going to get shellacked, spanked, when bammed, losing by 20 in round 1. The best team in the NBA, defending NBA champions, lose in round 1. Yeah. Yep. Time to blow the team up. Fuck this. And the Hawks win the championship. Trae Young is up to a 96 overall. Carmelo Anthony with his old picture says, fuck this, I'm out. There's Kyle Lowry, Dwight. Staff retirements, Jannere Parker is gone. Hall of Fame inductees, Cliff Paul and Dwight Howard. Jersey retirements, Cliff, Kyle Lowry, Dwight, Melo, Blake Griffin. Okay. The meetings, are any of these fun? No. Really nice. Draft lottery. Are we going to need to move up into this draft? Pelicans have the best odds with the Thunder, followed by the Thunder, followed by at number 9, the Thunder, followed by at number 14, the Thunder, followed by at number 7, the Knicks, and then number 10, the Knicks, and then number 12, the Knicks. God. It goes Pistons, Magic, Thunder. Kind of the same teams every single year, it feels like. We don't have any staff moves to make on the NBA Draft Combine. The fastest man of the class is Vic Cole, and Cole Martin. Trying to confuse me there, bastards. Martin Palmer, Abraham Saunders, and Clayton Townsend. Most agile is Vic Cole and Cole Martin. Highest vertical, Vic Cole looks like to be a freak. He's a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. All right, my friend. And Pierre Sylvain. Highest bench race is Nick Edwards and Edmund Marks. And best shot three-pointer, Mo Cannon and Kyle Lyons and Adrian Simmons. Are we going to need to trade up for the number 1 overall pick in this draft class? Let's just look at the mocks. Dustin Anthony looks to be a monster. Let's do it. Why not? We're going to have to give up Robert Williams, I know. But we just got whooped in the first round. So I'm not taking no for an answer. Give me the number 1 overall pick. Robert Williams, Derek White, a couple firsts, and a second for the number 1 overall pick. And we're going to be getting an absolute monster with Dustin Anthony. I know his name stinks, but he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, only 19 years old. He is going to be a beast. Number 2 to the Magic goes Dick Hart. Number 3 to the Thunder goes Frank Sampson. Number 4 goes Mo Cannon. Is that the guy that I wanted? Number 5 goes Dion Allen. I think he might still be out there. Who's the guy that was kind of freaking everything? Is it Adrian Simmons? It was Vic Cole. That's right. So if he falls past like, oh, there he goes. Let's see how good he is. He went to the Suns. By the way, we got an 82 overall. I know. Vic Cole, 77 overall. I wonder if we could trade for him as well. If I say take JD Davison off my hands, can I have Vic Cole? Would they do that? I have to accept his offer. Whatever, it's fine. Of course, Dustin Anthony coming to the team. Team player options, JD Davison coming back. Qualifying offers, I could not care less. Suns, give me Vic Cole. I want him. I need him. Why? I don't know. Give me Vic. I'll give you JD Davison and Teo Maledon. And a future first. And another first. And then I'm out of picks. I want him on my team. I need him on my team. Please? All right, they won't trade him, so we're going to have to make do with what we have. So currently we have Malky Brogdon, JD Davison, Marcus Smart, traded away Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, Dustin Anthony, and Bobby Portis. So hypothetically, if we trade Teo Maledon, Marcus Smart, in like a first, what could we get? I'm looking for trendsetters, some generational guy. Anthony Simon, certainly an option. Lou Dort, Mikal Bridges, doesn't really progress well in this game. Dyson Daniels. Yo, that's the move. We're going to take Dyson Daniels. Nobody else here looks really appetizing unless I could get, you know, the other guy from the Pacers. What's his name? Tyrese Halliburton. Do you think he's available? Because I don't. He's not. So yeah, let's go grab Dyson Daniels and a super valuable first round pick right here. Boom, boom, boom. And so we look at the team. I'll bump Malky Brogdon back up to his 2 guard. And how does the team look now? So we have Dyson Daniels, JD Davison, Malky Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, Dustin Anthony, and Bobby Portis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get one more wing player to come in. And we're set. Let's go after Josh Okogie. He's going to be our backup shooting guard of the future. Devin Booker needs to sign somewhere. Paul George, are you going to sign? Go back to the Clippers. Go back to the Clippers. And there we go. So LaMelo Ball back to the Hornets. Devin Booker back to the Suns. Kawhi Leonard to the Bulls. Okay, trying to replace Jordan, I guess. Paul George back to the Clippers, Tyrese Halliburton back to the Pacers, Tyrese Maxey back to the 76ers, and Domantas Sabonis back to the Kings. Really impressed with our team now. I really like what we're doing. Player progression, Malky Brogdy is regressing. I know. But that's why we traded for his backup. Other than that though, I like the Dyson Daniels pickup. We have a crazy freak athlete now, former current number one overall pick, Dustin, whatever his fucking name is, and Dyson Daniels. So if we go untapped potentials, Dyson, right? We go, this guy's already 98 overall. I don't need to do anything there. And like Brandon Ingram probably. And then we do free throws. Bam. This team's going to be absolutely fucking spicy. Power rankings wise, we are second for NBA.com, second for Eric Boner as well. I don't care how good we are in the regular season. I don't want to lose in the first round. Dyson Daniels, Malky Brogdy, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Dustin Anthony coming off the bench, Brandon Ingram, Bobby Portis, JD Davison, and Josh Okogie. If this team can't do it, nobody can. Here at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Giannis. On Team Luka is Joel Embiid, Trae Young, Nikola Jokic, and Zion Williamson. On Team Giannis is Karl Towns, Kevin Durant, John Morant, and Cade Cunningham. For the reserves is Jimmy Buckets, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Darius Garland, and Jaren Jackson Jr. On the other side, Stephanie Curry, Paul George, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Domantas Sabonis, Paolo Banchero made his first, and DeAndre Ayton. So it's a weird team. About 500 first few weeks of the season. Went on a win streak, went on a losing streak. And then here we were really bad. We took a lot of L's. You can see this month, especially in December. So we kind of fell down to like the 4th, 5th, 6th seed. And then we closed out really strong in the All-Star break. So I'm debating, do we want to make a move or not? The only move I can think of is we have two guys who are regressing, Brandon Ingram, Malky Brogdy. Package them together. Can we possibly get a couple of better players? And the answer is probably not. DeAndre Ayton would be available, but we already have a center. Like if we could get, wow, Anthony Davis down to an 84. If we could get a really good shooting guard that's still young, like Jordan Poole would be the answer, but I don't know. Anthony Simons. I'm just not seeing the trades that I want. So I think we're going to stick with the team as presently constructed. League leader in scoring is Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum at 7. Rebounds is DeAndre Ayton, no Celtics. Assist is Darius Garland, Dyson Daniels at 8. Steals is LaMelo Ball. Blocks is Bam Adebayo. Finger percentages is Isaiah Stewart. 3-point champion is Kevin Porter Jr., no Celtics. And free throw champion is Jordan Clarkson, Jason Tatum at 5. We're going to keep the team as is. Hopefully we don't suck. Scott Barnes wins MVP. Okay, 23, 12, and 7. Dustin Anthony, our boys, Rookie of the Year, 11 and 8. Davion Mitchell, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Saban Lee, Most Improved. All right, young fella, that's the Most Improved year. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year of the goddamn Warriors, and Nicholas Graham is ugly. All-NBA first team, no Celtics. Second team, Jason Tatum made it. Third team, nobody. Defensive first team, Dyson Daniels made it. Okay. And all-rookie first team, of course, our number 1 overall pick, Dustin Anthony, made it as well. We are the 1 seed yet again, taking on none other than the Brooklyn Nets. Yet again, 57 and 25. Really disappointing end to last season. Team stats, we were not great scoring. 7th. Second best team defensively, giving us a 10.9 point differential. Number 2 in the NBA, 0.1 points behind the Warriors. Field goal percentages, 5th. 3-point percentages, tied for 5th. And free throw percentages, 3rd. Okay, I guess I'll take it. The team is weird. I don't know why. It's just weird. But Jason Tatum, very solid. 24, 8, and 6. Jaylen Brown, 18, 6, and 3. Dyson Daniels, 8, 7, and 8. 18, 7, and 8. Brandon Ingram, 17, and 4. Malky Brogdy, 13, 4, 6. I mean, just a weird team. I don't really know what to do with it. 3-point percentages, 45 for Jason Tatum, 39 for Dyson Daniels, 41 for Jaylen Brown. I mean, we're a good team. We got whooped in the first round last year, and I didn't want to see that happen again. The rematch, yet again, taking on the Nets. Really weirdly constructed team. It's fine. We're probably going to lose again, right? Kevin Durant, best player in the NBA. Number 1 seed doesn't mean shit in 2K. We're down 3-1. We're going to get gentlemen swept yet again. Yeah, that's about right. That's about what I expected. John Morant wins NBA Finals MVP. Okay. Patty Mills retired. By the way, Semi Ojale made his way to the team. Really interesting. Eric Spoelstra retired. Klay Thompson retired. League meetings, are any of these good? Are any of these going to actually help us win? No. Then go screw yourselves. Draft lottery. Don't really care. Do we have a really good pick? Yeah, we have the number 5 pick. I forgot about that. Are we going to win? Oh, no, we lost. We got the number 5 pick. I think it was supposed to be a little higher. It's fine. We don't need to make any changes yet. We just need to freaking win. Oh, boy. Best man of the class is Darius Outlaw and Edmund Keller. Most agile is Edmund Keller. Del Terrell. Fuck. Willard Manning. Damian Felder. Clay Butler, and Gerard Rivers. Highest vertical is Ross McKinney and Edmund Keller and Darius Outlaw. Highest bench press is Randy Blackman and Sebastian Dixon. Best shot 3-pointer is Damian Felder and Joe Manning. We have the number 5 overall pick. That's fine. We need to improve. So what can I get? Brandon Ingram, Malcolm Brogdon, and pick 5. Nothing. Great. Okay. Well, that's another trade that just goes through. First we took Malcolm Brogdon from them. Now we take Bobby Portis. We take Tyrese Halliburton from them. So I sent away Malcolm Brogdon, basically flip-flopped Bobby Portis to match salaries and the number 5 overall pick. And now we have another point guard. We have too many point guards now. I don't know what to do here. I think Tyrese Halliburton certainly can move up to the 2. Who is a better shooter? Tyrese is 44. Dyson Daniels. They're kind of really similar, but I'm just gonna move up Tyrese Halliburton to play the 2. They can. You guys can figure it out. You're good enough. You're NBA players, so this is going to be the team now. Dyson Daniels, J.D. Davison, Tyrese Halliburton, Josh Okogie, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, and Dustin Anthony. And I want to flip Brandon Ingram as well eventually, but we just did need that number 5 overall pick. So, anybody good in this draft class? No, absolutely trash. Guy seems okay. Hugh Hart. Terrible name though. My God, why would you start both your freaking names with H? Qualifying offers. Everybody goes away. What can I get for Brandon Ingram? Can I get maybe a sort of different bench player? And there's not a lot for me to do here. The team is pretty much as good as it could possibly get. I don't know what else to do. Dyson Daniels, J.D. Davison, Tyrese Halliburton, Josh Okogie, Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, Dustin Anthony, and we'll sign somebody with our mid-level exception. I don't have any bird rights on anybody. Who wants to play center for us? Who wants to earn not a lot of money? Isaiah Hartenstein, I'm looking at you. Luka Garza. Let's do it. Let's do it for the memes. Luka Garza, all offense, no defense. Come on down. And you can see right here, Semi Ojale made his way to the team. How? I don't know. So that is going to be the team. Good luck, us. Carl Towns went to the Hawks. Didn't they just win the championship? Interesting. Buddy Hield is playing for $6 million. Adrian Griffin is on his rookie contract. I don't know who this guy is, but he seems to be pretty good. And then Carl Towns and Trae Young. So much shooting on this team, which means where does Dejounte Murray go? To the Lakers. Really weird teams. Okay. Cade Cunningham to the Pistons. Evan Mobley back to the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell back to the Jazz. Jalen Green back to the Rockets. Anthony Edwards back to the Timberwolves. And Scott Barnes back to the Raptors. The only person to shake up free agency was Carl Towns, and boy, did he shake it up. Here we are at player progression. Everybody's playing well. Dustin Anthony, our number 1 overall pick, is up to an 87. I think the team is stupidly stacked. We just need to perform this season. We flipped out Malcolm Brogdon for his better half, and hopefully that's gonna put us over the top. Maybe I'll keep talking in questions. Dustin Anthony still has 98 potential, so we'll bump Tyrese Halliburton. We will bump... Let's just do Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum as well. See if we can get them up to even higher overalls. This is going to be the new look 9-man rotation. There is so much length on this team. Dyson Daniels, 6'8". Tyrese Halliburton, 6'5". Jaylen Brown, 6'6". Jason Tatum, 6'8", 6'9". Dustin Anthony, 7 foot. There is not a single undersized player on this team. Coming off the bench, Brandon Ingram, J.D. Davison, Luka Garza, and Josh Okogie. Hopefully, we don't lose in the first round. 2K. Putting us at 2nd in the power rankings. Scott Barnes wins another MVP, 26, 13, and 7. Mohamed Gouye is Rookie of the Year. Cole Anthony, 6th man of the year on the Raptors. Giannis, defensive player of the year. Dustin Holiday, our boy, most improved, up to 16 and 11, up to an 89 overall. What a monster. Ime Udoka, coach of the year, once again of the number 1 seeded Celtics. And Nicholas Graham is ugly. All NBA first team, nobody. Second team, nobody. 13. Am I drunk? Did we not get anybody? Paulo Banchero. Really, we're the best team in the NBA. And we don't have a single All-NBA player. Oh, no, Dustin Anthony made it. Where's Jason? Whatever. You know what? It's fine. Defensively, Dyson Daniels made the second team, and we don't have any rookies. So we went 66 and 16. Needless to say, we're the best team in the NBA. Taking on another New York team. This time, though, it's the Knicks. No longer the damn Nets. My God. League leader, scoring champion once again, Luka Doncic. No Celtics. Our rebounds is Scott Barnes. Dustin Anthony at 6th. Assist is Cade Cunningham, no Celtics. Steve uses LaMelo Ball blocks. His milestone and flicker percentages is Benjamin Simmons. 3-point champion is Adrian Simons, not to get confused with Anthony Simons. Tyrese Halliburton at 4. And free throw champion is Cam Thomas, not to be confused with Tim Thomas. And Jason Tatum at 2. Team stats, we were hopefully the best team in the NBA. Scoring wise, 7th. Defensively, we're the best team in the NBA, giving us a 14-point differential. Field goal percentages, we are 4th. 3-point percentages, we are 6th. And free throw percentages, we are 2nd. Is it the coaching? Could it be the proficiency? Here, we got 5-star pace and space. Let's fucking win the first round. Let's go, people. Just real quick, looking at the player stats, probably pretty balanced. Jason Tatum, 22. Brandon Ingram, 17. Dustin Anthony, 16. Dyson Daniels. Jaylen Brown had a really down year, but that's because there is so much talent on the team. There's basically 5 all-stars. Can we just win one game in the second round? Can I make it to the second round, please? Up 3-1, and oh, finally. Taking on the Hawks. They have a really weird... How did they get Jalen Suggs? Did Jalen Suggs really sign for absolutely nothing? How did they afford Jalen Suggs? Huh. Some fishy shit's going on here. Tyler Lewis Jr. signs for nothing. Jared Vanderbilt. I don't know how they made this team work, but okay. Trae Young, Jalen Suggs, AJ Griffin, Karl Towns, and Moses Brown. Karl Towns officially a power forward. I know. What are they even going to do? We need to talk about that trade eventually. But here we are, 1-1, up 2-1, tied 2-2, up 3-2, and 4-2. Now to take on the Orlando Magic. Benjamin Simmons made his way here. Okay. Nick Smith, I don't even know who you are, but okay. Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., Dick Hart, Kobe White. Fun team. Hopefully we're better, but we lose game 1. Win game 2. Lose game 3. Win game 4. And I'm going to simcast this because I think it might be important. It might be pivotal. Game 5, winner goes up with a commanding 3-2 lead, winning in the third quarter, absolutely blowing them the fuck out. Look at this scoreboard. Good Lord, 146-107. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, super balanced. Everybody was scoring 10+ points besides Josh Okogie for us. Only Nick Smith showed up for them. And we go back to the finals now to take on the Rockets. Turquavion Smith, fuck. Jalen Green, Derek Whitehead, Jabari Smith, Nikola Jokic, Alperen Sengun. A really spicy team. Denny Avdija made his way here for one stupid team. Stupid team. We're going to lose, aren't we? Up 2-0. 2-1. 2-2. This is a big game 5 for us. We need this. We need this bad, need this bad, need this bad. And we are losing. Yeah, we're going to lose. There you go. Lose by 6, 125-119. You want to win a championship? You can't. Welcome to NBA 2K. It doesn't matter how good your team is. Doesn't matter how much depth, what moves you make, how many 90s you have on your team. If you're not the Rockets or the Magic, you can't sign anybody for $1 million on some bullshit cheesy contract where they shouldn't have signed it all in the first place. Need this to win a game, to force a game 7. And we're losing, and we're losing, and we're losing, and we're losing. Great. So it looks like we win one championship and then we can never win again. Really cool stuff if you ask me. I don't know how to feel about that. Do you? Let's go ahead and re-sign what's his face? Ime Udoka and try to run it back? God, I don't know. Please come back to us, Ime. Or you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna sign Steve Kerr. We have all the money in the world. Get out of my life. There you go. Steve Kerr is going to be the answer. This is going to be the team as we skip through the year. Dyson Daniels, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Dustin Anthony come with the bench, Brandon Ingram, Derek Lively, JD Davison, and Ochai Agbaji. I made a few changes, not really that impactful. Hopefully the team gets better. Power rankings, we are first and first again, but that doesn't mean shit because we're probably gonna lose. All right, there's your MVPs and your rookies and your six mans. Yeah, really cool. Good stuff. We're the best team in the NBA again. I know. It's almost like we're a broken fucking record. Be the best team, the number one team in the Eastern Conference, and then lose in the first round. Hopefully we can make it. Taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. They don't have Darius Garland anymore. We should probably kick their ass, right? Do they have Jabari Smith on their team? And Jared Allen and Evan Mobley and Josh? Okay, whatever. 2K is a mess at this point. This is 5 years into simulation. You know how simulation goes, especially with custom rosters. There's the Hawks, Jalen Suggs, Karl Towns, Christian Wood, Trae Young. Super good team. They might beat us. Who cares anymore? Because we're never going to win another championship ever again. I have like the best team ever assembled and we're down 3-1. 3-2. Do I have to sigh really heavily and say, oh my God, how is this happening? Our team is so good. Because I will. I have deep lungs. Look at this high scoring ass game. 120 to 120. 4 minutes left. 3 minutes left. I'll hop in, I guess. But we're going to lose because our team sucks. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Oh no, my Xbox crashed. Yeah, whatever. So I just want you to look at the team that we've assembled. So we have Dyson Daniels, 88. Tyrese Halliburton, 94. 94. 98. 93. 89. 82. 82. 80. So we have all 80s. We have 4 90s, 2 89s, and 88s. Like, this team shouldn't be losing a single freaking... Is it the system proficiency? Is that the problem? Is that what you want me to change? Because I will. Here, what is 5-star? Grit and grind? Balance? There you go. We're a 5-star team. Literally could not do better if I wanted to. The team is probably about as good as anybody has ever been. Can we please beat the Hawks? Go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I know they have Trae Young, and I know they have Karl Towns. We have double the number of 90 overalls on our team that they do. And we lose game 1, and we lose game 2. Lose game 3, and we get 4-0'd. I just don't know what you want me to do here. Here we are. Exact same thing again. Down 3-2. Need this to force a game 7. If it's even close, I'll hop in, but my Xbox is probably going to crash yet again. Look at this. We're just losing everything. What do you want me to do? Should we go another year? I don't think I can make this team any better if I wanted to. I think we just end in complete disappointment. Like what else could I possibly do to make this team better? Okay, we're gonna trade for Jalen Suggs, who's up to an 88 overall now. Sure. And I guess we'll flip JD Davison for somebody. There you go. Why not just get Jabari Smith too while we're here? So this is going to be the new look team. Jalen Suggs, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Dustin Anthony, Jabari Smith, Derek Lively, JD Davison, and I don't know, whoever the fuck this guy is. Is this the team? Does this team have what it takes to win? Probably not. Power rankings wise, we are 3rd and 3rd. There we go. All the awards again. Super interesting. Oh my God, we're the best team ever assembled. 73-9. Maybe we'll make it to the NBA Finals this time. Woohoo! There we go. Okay, whatever. I am so jaded and so done with this game. Here we are taking on the Nets again. This time they don't have Kevin Durant. We have, I think, 6 90s now on the team. Is it good enough to win a championship? Probably not. There we go, winning. Taking on the Pistons, Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey. Their team stinks. Do we have what it takes to win here? Who knows? Could lose again. I wouldn't be surprised. 3-0 and 4-0. No, 3-1. 4-1 down, taking on the Pacers. Ironically, Trey Mann, Ben Mathurin, Cam Whitmore. Are we going to beat them? Who knows? Again, just looking at the 90, 95, 94, 98, 95, 90, 83, 82. I mean, whatever. 2K. 2-2. Oh my God, are we really going to lose to the freaking Pacers? There you go, 4-2. Now to take on the Spurs. Scoot Henderson. James Wiseman playing the power forward position. All right, whatever. 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. Oh my God, we finally won another championship in 2027. Dustin Anthony, whoever the fuck this guy is, #1 overall pick, is your NBA Finals MVP. Holy crap, did that take way too long and way too many seasons of skimming through everything. The team was already set and it just refused to win. But there you go. The Boston Celtics finally won another championship. So this is going to be the future of the Celtics. They're going to lose in the NBA Finals to the Warriors. Then they're going to beat the Warriors in revenge and then suck and choke repeatedly for years. And then eventually, like 10 years down the road, they're going to stockpile so much talent. They're going to look like the freaking Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant. Look at all these damn 90s we got. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.